while I warm up the SLK for an oil change, I'm going to change the cabin filter. Here's the cabin filter. Let's have a quick look. Hopefully you've seen these before. Funny old shaped thing. Goes under the passenger side footwell. So let's get under there. Okay, here we are in the footwell. Going underneath. Some scratches I need to repair. And under here you'll see a Phillips screw. There's one on each side. It's much easier for you to see than me. Oh, there's one over here. Excuse the noise. Running the engine, heating it up, ready for changing the oil. There you go. It should now drop down. It does. So let's get you right here. There you go. This slides down, pulling forward. Okay, just turn the engine off. And under here, if we go back under, that's where, excuse me, that's where the air filter is. So let's just get you set up to stay there. There you go. Right, these clips are slidey clips. Just come across like that. There aren't any on the other side, so I'm thinking this will probably just pull down like so, which it does. Perhaps I need to take off that connector. Oh, looks like we've got a whole load of wildlife in here. Look at that. What a thing of beauty. Wow. Sure there's supposed to be an air cleaner in here. I wonder where that goes. I'm very curious. Anyway, a whole load of grot in here. A whole load of grot up there. Well, let's clear all that out. Universal tool, the handkerchief. Always have one in your pocket. It's used for first aid incidents. It's used for dipstick checking. It's used for bandaging. It's used for cleaning out air filter boxes. So many things popping up. It's great. Sometimes people actually use them for blowing their nose too, which is very hygienic, except when you keep it in your pocket for days and then afterwards. Anyway, enough about handkerchief. We have that clean now. So, obviously I can clear all this out here, which is great. It needs clearing out. We'll do that. But the actual filter, of course, isn't in here at all. The filter is in this box here. So I suppose the question I'm thinking is why has all this stuff got into the motor casing? And there's a filter there. Is the filter after the motor casing? If it is, it's a pretty bloody stupid design. Anyway, let's get this open. I'm just going to pull that down. There we go. It's got a weird spike at one end. A bit of rubbish in that as well. I just want to take it out. This should then pull down somehow. Because there's no way of getting hold of it. Oh, there's a little tab at the end there. There we go. Oh, gravity should bring it out. Gosh. Not much room down here. Right, let's get all this out. Have a look. There's the hole where it came from. Very exciting. Let's have a look. Alright, here's the filter. Got a bit of crud in there. This one was installed by me about 2 years ago, I think. So yeah, it's a bit darker on one side than the other. You can see where it's been doing its job, which is great. It's amazing how much crud there was inside the motor housing though. There's a bit of crud in here. Hang on, where's that universal cleaning tool gone? Ah, here it is. Right. So just give that a quick clean out. Ready to go back. We'll get the new filter out. Right, this is the new filter in the bag. Should just be able to pop that out. Obviously looks exactly the same. Same seal around the edge. Unipart filter. Funny that this one looks darker on one side than the other. Maybe they come like that. There's the Unipart number if you're interested. Right, let's get it in the hole. There's the hole. So, how did it come out? That's the question. Well, as I recall, that was over like that. So this needs to This is going to be fun. Ends up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Open that like that. Bit of a fudgy way of putting things in. There we go. Now, this has the pointy thing towards the front of the car. That's in there. Oh. A little bit crappy cover. There we go. Right, well, that was a bit fiddly, but I think we're there. Yeah, I think that's all on. That's okay. It all feels like it's in the right place. Let's get this cover back on the blower box. Still can't quite believe there's so much crap in there. I know these blowers go wrong quite regularly through water ingress, and if the drains are around your scuttle are not clear, then water can end up coming down into this fan, and the fan can then really suffer. See if I can get you. Let's see it. There you go. So this, when I first bought this car, the fan wasn't turning very freely. And even now, sometimes it doesn't start up until I put it on a higher speed. So, you know, it has suffered water in the past, but it's okay. It's still working. So let's get the cover back on there. Definitely worth checking if you're changing the air filter. A bit fiddly working under here. Oh yeah, I need to put it on at the back first, don't I? Tuck back in. Sorry, front of the car. Tuck the front of the car in first. There we go. That's one at the front. Now it's kind of pivoting, and I should be able to push this up. Slide the catches across. So hoping you can slide the catches across the road. Yeah, there we go. And finally, the connection needs to go back on to there. whatever that was. Yeah. Back on there. That's good. Everything's back in place. Bit of rubbish on my cover. Let's get that up there. There's a little clip in here that clips onto the underside of the fan housing, so we'll clip that on there, and then the reverse of where we started. Bring the screws back on and find the screws went, which of course I left just here. There they are. Right, unscrew up in there. It's a valiant effort. Put the screw on the screwdriver first. Oh, there we go. That's good. Screw number 2. On the screwdriver. Up in the hole. There we go. That is now complete. I hope that was useful. That is a sort of inspection and change of the air filter in the SLK Mark 1. If it was helpful, give it a like. Put a comment in the chat if you've had a similar experience, or tell us what you found. Subscribe to the channel. There are other videos that you might find interesting. Thank you for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.